All right, so the next thing we're going to look at is offsetting columns. So you can still go in and kind of arrange things the way you want to arrange them on the screen. With Bootstrap, you don't have to use margins and paddings to move things over quite a bit, but you can use what we call offsetting columns to kind of set columns up so that they are offsetted perhaps the way you're looking to do your layout. So in here, I'm going to, once again, for each one of these, what I'm doing is doing my site, new site, and then I navigate to whatever the folder is that I'm going to use. And in this case, we're into 0305. So we choose that, 0305. And then I'm going to go ahead and say save, and then I'll open up that index.html file, which is the one that we have been using. All right, if you look at this currently, what this is, and if you look up here at your class styles and so on, right now, these two sections, what these are, you can see down here that this is just this picture here with grooming pets and so on. And it's just have a class, just has a class of column. So class of column, class of column. All right, so what we're going to do with this is we're going to change the sections to class equals column small 4, which is going to create a couple of columns in here. And so let's just do that, and then I'll talk about it. So we're going to go in and say column. Again, I'm selecting both of these at the same time because I want you inputting them into both sections. And then I'm going to say hyphen, SM, hyphen, 4. All right, so now you see, here are the sections. This container just has a light gray background right here for the row. It's actually the row that has the light gray background. But both of these sections I went in and put in that I wanted them to be 4 columns. Well, I still have another 4 columns over here. So what they do then is they're going to shift to the left, and they're going to take up those 4 columns in that 12-column grid. Please keep that in mind. Everything in here just works off of this 12-column grid. So if what you want to do is kind of offset these, let's say you want these to be 4 columns like this. So this is how you want it to look, but you want them, say, in the center or something, or you want to shift them into a different area. Then what you can do is add an offset to that small breakpoint. So we can say, you know, offset this column by, say, 1, or by 2 column units, or by 3 or 4, whatever. So it shifts things over the way you want them to be shifted. So I'm going to go ahead in here. I still have these selected, and I'm going to add an offset. So I'm going to do a space and type in offset. And then next, go ahead and do my hyphen, small, because I wanted it my small, hyphen, 1. And now you see it shifts them all over and offsets them by 1 column. Do we all kind of see that there, right? Let's try offsetting it by 2. So we'll go in and say, instead of small 1, I'm going to just delete the 1 here. I'm going to put in a 2. And now it's offset by 2. So you've got to offset, you have your column small 4, offset small 2. Now you have a little more room on each side and a few more just so you can see how these are offset. But there's a better way to center these columns. It still, you know, certainly isn't right and doesn't look right. So what we're going to do instead is go in and work with what we call nested columns. So that's what I'm going to cover next here. So that we're going to open up a different file, and it'll be on the next video.